Hi, my name is Joe Neal. I'm the head strength and conditioning coach at 2SP Sports in Madison Heights. We're proud to be partners with Warrior. We primarily focus on hockey and lacrosse, and today we had an opportunity to work with Brine Team Elite member Danielle Estraco.
Hey, I'm Danielle Estraco with Brine Team Elite.
Let's take you through the focus of today's program. We started off with soft tissue work, which is going to basically work on and relieve stiffness an athlete might accrue as he or she goes through the sport that they play. It's also going to give us a good amount of blood flow to warm us up or pre-warm us up for the workout. During our readiness portion of the work today, we addressed joints that she would use or any athlete would use on the field. So we were looking at the hips, we were looking at the shoulders, looking at the ankles. You saw things like leg lowering routines, T-spine rotation. All these exercises are going to work through large ranges of motion, which is going to lead to our dynamic work that we did, where it's going to adjust more active movement in those ranges of motion. Next step was to go into a dynamic or active or reactive portion of our workout, where she was going to address movement patterns through those ranges of motion that we were freeing up in the previous portion. We want to get her up overhead. We want her to move rotationally. We want to be able to move her hips well and stable through those ranges of motion that we created in our readiness portion. From there, we took that to our strength portion of the workout, more of the meat and potatoes of the day, where she was going to strengthen up opposing qualities that an athlete in her sport may not get from the field play. So when she's on the field, she's getting a very explosive change of direction. She's getting a lot of absolute speed. In that strength portion, we got to give her that opposing quality where she was strengthening up the posterior chain, so her glutes, her hamstrings, things that she might not necessarily get on the field. So you might wonder why we're doing all these different things. The biggest thing for us is to keep her more injury-free. The longer Danielle and anybody like her stays on the field, the better they're going to get at their sport.
Here at 2SP, we did a great workout today that really showed the different patterns of a lacrosse player, and specifically to me. We really focused on different sorts of hips and explosiveness and change of direction and a lot of things that you might see in an athlete like myself to make sure I'm strong enough and powerful enough to perform those on the field.